like shit or whatever, and then got some shit on the next ladder, and then the next row got a little bit more shit, and then everybody at the bottom just covered in shit.
It just didn't match our tracker, but it looks like kind of fixed that. Yeah, so that was
So now, LP, is sharing the tracker now?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's Steve?
well, did you show yet? Yeah, no.
Damn, they ain't even showed they trackers yet. We, oh shit, how I'm gonna be pissed.
I will help Bill on the background. I will check everything while he's doing so. We will speed up on his side as well.
Yeah, I have like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're working on these, trying to get them closed today. I don't think this inventory is going to be done by today, but he's still working on it. This one that will close out today. These escorts that were for today, closing them out.
I'll be back in a minute, Bando. I gotta put my damn headphones on charge.
Cable decomps and device decomps, and a couple of escorts.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Clemson's offense will take the field first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down across the 45. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Tigers are marching down the field. On the run, it's Overton. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Now the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket.
Ooh,
Open space downfield. Picks up the first down and
Lord have
gets
mercy.
down to avoid contact.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll run play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Clemson is quick to the line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Overton. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field.
Safety.
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the save.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Goldie.
And
Going to take a shot at this DB. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Black. That's an out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down.
yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that 1st down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. started here in the second. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Might as well give it to him again. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Smashes it between the uprights. Lead now 5 here in the second.
And this one started out kind of bizarre, haven't it? Like you got the defense that put 2 on the board. Now the special teams adds 3. All we need next is the defense to score. And wait a minute. Hey, guys, are we in Iowa?
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Anderson wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as he gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Making side adjustments here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Overton. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get it to the edge. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
With the catch, it's Overton. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Quick completion to the right. At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Anderson will throw. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Lost a throw on first down. Under fire. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Lost a throw. He's working against the clock. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Shotgun snap on third down. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pressure coming. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on second down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Goes to the option. Makes it past the marker. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Anderson wants to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On On third down, he drops the throw. Finds a man on the left. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
Touchdown, Wildcats. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by a field goal over FIU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it. It's Overton. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Interesting decision here if you're the head coach. Just try to run it on 3rd down. No can do. You've got the touchdown lead, but you really could make a statement. You could really seize a lot of momentum here early in the 2nd half. If you go for it and hit and lead by 14, that's a whole different ballgame.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He wants it all. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off.
It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Trying play action. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The the defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Final play of the quarter coming. Anderson will throw. On the move, he fires. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. And let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
They'll run the screen. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising at times. times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Grab near the sticks. It's Overton. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him and pass him.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They get to him as he throws.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to let it go. Snags it inside the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfect.
Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Anderson wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Going to try to get it himself. Powers through the defender. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. On the run, fires downfield. Fakes to grab. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. across to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Makes the grab. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The set.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target to the left. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another...